Hey guys, can you hear me okay? Good to see you guys. I think there are a few people here. Yes. Let me go back and check. Sugar and Spice. She was here earlier. Thank you for being here early and saying hi. And Crisis Cat, how are you? Susan. Hi Jody, how are you? And Michael McAllister. Willie's for real. Hello, hello, how are you? Rebecca. Hi Rebecca, welcome. Um, Led with Love. Hi, Caleb, how are you doing? Good to see you guys. It's been a second. However, I do see you in other chats, so that's good. It's always good. Shelly, hi, how are you? Scorpio Joe, good to see you. Hi, Jennifer, how are you feeling? Hi, Evie. Princess Megan Essa, hey, good to see you. Hi, RT, how are you? How is it, Supergirl? Princess Megan, hi. Hey, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. And listening. A lot of you guys know that AWP made their video public regarding that Nick interview on Sunday. Our good friends over at Squirrels on Fire played it, and so I got to watch a little bit of it. But while it was being played, I was driving home from work, and I haven't really watched the thing from beginning to end. So I was planning on doing that today, and I figured why not do that with you guys. I know most of you may have already seen it. So, hey, you know what? Put your thoughts in the comments. I just want to watch it from beginning to end, kind of with just my eyes, and then I don't know, go from there. I don't know how long this live is going to be, but it's going to be long enough to where we can kind of chat about it. I'm a little confused. I have more questions now, and that sucks. I have more questions now after watching the little snippets that I was able to watch with our friends, with our squirrel friends. But I don't know. Those of you that have seen it, what do you guys think? I always enjoy reading the comments as well of these. There we go. I always enjoy reading the comments just of anything, right? But it seems like people are feeling the same way. People are talking about the fire cam footage here. And then you look at the comments and just go to like recent comments. I'm glad you're here, Willie's for real. Thank you for being here. Michael says, I was watching it with you. And yes, I think they blurred out more on the Sunday release. Yeah, and after discussing it with some of my friends, I don't believe that they released everything. I think, I don't know, it's still very edited, and I understand that there's probably a lot of like dead time in the interview, and they don't want to play that. But still, I still feel like there was more they could have released, but it was again still edited. So I wonder why. Why would you do that? But I just want to make sure we all understand, or that you understand, that I believe Nick, the tow truck guy. I do believe that he saw somebody in that car. I don't know if it was Kiely or not. That I'm not sure. But he's sure. He's sure that he saw her. So I believe that he's sure. I believe that it was her car. So just want to put that out there first. So anything I say, and it sounds like I don't believe that he was there, no, just please remember, I do believe it. From the very start, I've never believed that she went into the water that night. It doesn't make sense to me. My logic does not allow me to believe that. So just wanted to put that there for you. Hi, Sugar and Spice. Thank you for coming back. Good to see you. I'll make sure to leave it up. Yes, I'll leave it up. It shouldn't get too crazy in here. We have a lot of good people here. Am I feeling emotional? No, I'm feeling tired. I was not feeling well. So if you hear anything in my voice, that's what it is. But thank you for asking. I heard that they were supposed to have 2 videos of the tow truck driver Nick videos. Where did you hear that? Is that true? Booper Pot Pie, hello. How are you? Completely baffled. Hi, how are you? Thank you for being here. So, yeah, the fire cam footage. I'll play you a little video, an old one of mine you've probably seen. About the fire cam video. I'm sorry, but that fire cam video is suspicious to me. Also, in the order that it was released. Remember, I said I was going to work on that timeline of how things were released and why. And well, I mean, I don't know why they were released, but just in the order, like the fire cam video and then AWP stuff, and it'd be interesting. Watch at Scrolls on Fire AWP video. Hers is uncut. You mean on her channel? Jenny Poo GTS. Apparently, if they make an arrest, there's another video. Oh, I see. See, what I thought was that if I don't know, I need to go back and listen to exactly what they said, but they said something about if there was an arrest made or wasn't, then they would release this video. But see, okay, look, when the AWP said they were going to release this Nick video, I thought they were going to show the photo of the person that Nick identified. That's what I was hoping for would come out of the Nick AWP video. But it didn't. And I know some of our friends have caught like a picture of the phone when it was moved and it looks like something. I have not gone in to see that, but that's what I was hoping. That's what I was expecting to see out of the AWP video. Now, let me ask you, when AWP said that they were going to release this second video, this Nick interview, what were you hoping to see? I'm interested in your thoughts. What were you hoping to see from this uncut interview? I never heard about that Nick's girlfriend video either. Caleb. You feel like this video was another big tease, says Oregon Outback, and hi, welcome. Completely Baffled says, I think AWP's video or 2 videos. Oh, excuse me. I'm set up on my couch, and like my blankets are my pillow that hold my computer. So I'm not professional yet. Let's see. I think AWP's video or 2 videos are the cut version versus the full interview version. Yeah. I feel like this video is another big tease, right? I feel like that too. Yep, it was live Friday night. Michelle, a member of AWP, said, oh, yeah. Yeah, I was there for that. Doug talked the girlfriend's video on an interview panel. Oh, okay, I see. Interesting. Oregon, I got to go check that out. For sure. But, okay, so again, my question for you is, what were you hoping this interview was going to provide? The second interview that they released, or sorry, the uncut interview. What were you hoping that would have given you? What were you thinking you were gonna see? Hey, Miss Kelly, how are you? Okay, Cindy says, I was hoping they would have released who Kiely was supposed to, Jane had a fight with, and who sent the text. Yes, okay. Thank you for saying that. Yes, yeah, me too. Me too, Cindy. I was also hoping that we would get to hear who Kiely got into a fight with at the party. If anything, yes, a better timeline, Jennifer. Yes. If anything, that's one thing that I would have loved to just to know. Who did Kiely have a fight with? Because we know there was a fight. We know that. Who did Nick actually see? Right, Oregon. Right. It proves that someone lied. Yeah. I'm glad you're well, Miss Kelly. A better timeline, right? Yes, I was hoping they. Yeah, I wish they would show us. But if this person is a 17 or 18 years old, then they can't show us. I'm guessing. That's like the one thing that came in my brain was why can't they physically show us who it was? Is it because there's still an ongoing investigation with that person? Is it because there investigations behind the scenes that we don't know about and we're not supposed to know about? It'll be about hoping a photo, proof of the car, the date, the girl, and Nick I seen. Right. Right. Hey, Shan, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. We were just talking about what we were hoping, and those of you just jumping in, what were you hoping to see out of this new interview with Nick, the AWP guy, or the roadside guy? What were you expecting? There are a lot of things that I was expecting, but I want to know what you guys were expecting. And did you get what you wanted out of this interview? What did this interview do? I mean, again, I already believe that Nick saw Kiely, or who he thought was Kiely. I believe that. I believe that something happened the next day in my heart. That's it. That's all the proof I have is my heart, my opinion. Give people more of a chance for Kiely, and I really think that she got into a fight with Sammy. Yeah, I want to know who she got into a fight with, and these kids know. But is by telling us who they got into a fight with, will that incriminate that person? Yeah, Miss Shan, we were saying that I know that you guys did a little bit of you guys like went in real hard and saw a picture of it and the outline of it. I just again I haven't gone and deep dived into that just yet with y'all. Right. I will do that. I will have to do that. I know you guys did a really good job on that though. Yeah, more truth and facts. Did you feel, Miss Shan, like you got anything more out of that? Or did you leave with more questions? Bella Dia 8. I was hoping Nick's story would have included the part about his employer and the new LE department covering the case, telling him he wasn't there. So yeah, good point. So now the question remains, are they allowed to tell us anything about this investigation? Is that why it's still there's a lot of information that is hush hush? Because there is more going on that we know about in the behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Oregon Outback says, my eyesight is not good enough to see the image on Doug's phone. It's tough to see. It is a little tough. Thank you, JR Nana. Love that. What pic did they show him? Did Nick have confirmation it was actually her vehicle? Oh, yes. Good. Yeah, Miss Kelly. Exactly. What phone numbers were on the phone when he called? But see, remember that Nick didn't directly get the phone call. It's dispatch. It's dispatch. It goes through dispatch, and then dispatch sends out the call. However, Nick did have to call that number. He did have to call somebody. But remember, he said that the phone went straight to voicemail. Whenever he went to go to call, the phone went to voicemail. So yeah, you're right. What number did he call? Well, and you know, there's issue about that audio video footage. There's issues with that. I still do not believe she was at the Prosser party, and that SS does know who assaulted her. Agree. But see, how many of you guys, after watching all that, believe that she was actually at a Boca party? Maybe she was at a Boca party because there were other parties happening. Email Doug and ask him who. I think the suspects included 1 female and 3 males, but then it became a conspiracy to cover up. So now we have a whole bunch of people guilty of all sorts of things. Yeah. See, and that's what happens. The more questions you have, in my opinion, it just sounds like there are more people keeping more secrets. Because it's not just one question we have. The questions we have cover a multitude of subjects. coming from law enforcement, from kids to parents to AAA services now to the county. I mean, think about at least those 5 entities that we're questioning. Think about how many people would have to be involved in something like that. That blows my mind because what is really going on? It could be very simple. This could be very simple, but it's not. And then you have people saying it is simple. She went into the water that night. We see a fire cam footage. That's it. Let it go. Okay. So then what's going on with this Nick AAA guy? Then why doesn't law enforcement say something about this? Or are they just over it and they're ignoring us and they're just gonna, or are they just saying let them chase their own tails? I mean, I don't know. I was hoping for the same thing, says JR. Booper Pot Pie heard Nick saw Kiely behind seat, but didn't realize implications at times, and now why he's so adamant and coming forward. Okay. I was looking forward to them actually naming names, right? Hi, Melmac. How are you? Thank you for being here. There's always a digital footprint, the cameras, the bill for service, call, the work logs, etc. If they got rid of it, it never really goes away. Yeah, and think about it. If they made all that go away, think about how many people it takes to make something like that go away. Think about that. I need to touch base with SG in AM before I do a live on Wednesday on it. We'll be there. Miss Shan. Definitely. Doubtful and LE. And also Squirrels on Fire and team, just thank you for doing all the work that you guys are doing. You guys are doing the hard work here. So we're behind you guys as well. You know that. Yes, Miss Kelly. Who was he supposed to call back? Right. Who was he supposed to call back? What number did he call? Ellie has Provib. I spy someone lies and discrepancies. Right. Nick's phone log from that day can be found with his phone carrier provider. Right. That's true. Right. I mean, yeah, it's all digital footprint at this point. What? Okay, I'm gonna go down here. I don't want to get too behind on the chat because I did want to go over the video with you guys a little bit. It could have been an accident, but it became so much more than just manslaughter to intent to cover up. Right. We know that accidents happen all the time. We get that. It's not uncommon for people that age 16, 17, 18 to make dumb choices. Are we saying Kiely was a saint? No. I mean, she probably had some drinks. She probably did whatever, she was just trying to have a good time. I don't think she was having that good of a time as like some people want us to believe. However, was she there trying to enjoy herself? More than likely. But was she so out of it? She drove into the water, missed every tree on the way down, by the way. And no one saw anything. And not the best friend, Sammy Smith has no idea what happened, but was with her the whole time. Okay, that's where the story gets a little weird, right? That's where we all have problems with. Potatoes. The phone Nick had used provided by company. Right. There's issues with that, though. You can't see SG in my block. Maybe it's a mistake. I like that girl, such a smarty and kind-hearted. Miss Kelly, what do you mean you can't see her? You can't see her in the chat, or you can't see her page, or what do you mean? She's here, so maybe she can help. You heard no such thing, says Girls on Fire, and I talked directly to... Okay, there you go, guys. Nobody can say that was her car, right? Nor can be verified as far as we've been... Well, we don't know. We don't know anything. All we know is that Nick saw someone who he really believes was Kiely, and AAA and all of them are staying quiet. That's what we know. Why stay quiet? If it's not true, just come out with it and say something. But there is a lot of covering up happening. I think Ellie caused more confusion about this whole case than anyone else. Sammy being lead, right? Repeating over and over the 1,000 man-hour searching. Yeah, exactly. That was interesting too. Like when the search was happening, right? Because when Kiely became a missing person, I think it was on the 11th, or it was around my birthday, where I started looking into Kylie's missing person, and it was on the news, and I would keep up with it on Facebook. Every day Placer County was posting how many man hours they had in it. I mean, they were, they were putting up those green posters with 19,000 man hours, 2 dive teams, 10, it was crazy. It was crazy how on top of it they were posting it. But I don't know. It just felt like a big show to me. I don't know. You have 2 lingering questions, says Bella TTG, tow truck guy, and the 1236 call. Honestly, I'm confused about TTG. I think he believes what he saw. The 1236 call, is it possible that she was confused, that Sammy was confused, that was confused? But why specifically say that number too, I'm going to play the video here in a little bit as well. Sorry, guys, I'm taking a long time, but I've missed talking to you guys. Seeing someone sleeping or thought they were scared. Yeah, there's confirmation. There's a VIN match. This is the info I need to speak on it. There you go. Okay, so I trust Shan. If she says there's confirmation of a VIN match, I believe it. I mean, again, I know he saw something that day. But again, that's just my gut. But we're going to have people coming later. It looks like that are going to be able to speak on it and prove it. And that's what we need. But Nick was there, and everyone's quiet about it. Everyone's trying to disprove the tow truck guy. It's like that fire cam footage was released to disprove the Nick the tow truck guy. For sure. I mean, I have video where SF on his YouTube, it says to disprove all the I'll show it to you, but he specifically says it to stop all the rumors of the tow truck guy and all this stuff, which bothered me. Like, why do you have to say it like that? I'm not convinced it was Kiely's car, but not seeing any evidence to prove it. Well, that's what Miss Shan is saying that they're going to speak about later. So, I'm just watching. In the background, but that stuff is tough to talk about because, like, I'm not doing the research to verify it, but I know there are other people on the, really working to verify that stuff. And so just be patient and wait, because I know it's coming. Nick said nothing about seeing Kiely sleeping. Well, that's what we're going to go back and watch it right now. The CRV was broke down for hours. During time everyone was meaning to go camping. Where did they go looking for Kiely? That they missed her. Well, remember, Madeline was asked to go to the campsite by her mom. That's it, though. I'm working on getting tangible proof it's a VIN match, and if it's Kiely car, bear with me. It's okay, Shan. Got you. An accident turned ugly. Turquoise. Hey, how are you, Turquoise? Squirrel says, and I'm so behind in the chat. I'm so sorry. I can see her, so maybe she has you blocked. Rumors mean nothing, right? Until they're not rumors anymore, right? No, you can't see her in chat. Oh, no. Okay. I can double check. I can double check in a little bit, Miss Kelly. I'm going to scroll a little bit. Okay. That was weird, but before they found Kiely's, Nick's opinion was it wasn't an accident, but he used a small vocabulary. If that's the case, I know I have amazing mods here, so I'm not worried about that right now. Maybe I'll double check Miss Kelly when we're finished here. I think it was not Sammy being envious of Kiely. I think her family. You think so, Susan? Well, yeah, Kiely's family was. I know some people downplay it, but they were kind of a big deal in that town. They were always hosting festivals. If you go back to all these old articles, they were prominent in the town. And if they have fire cam video, why limit the water search to 25 feet from shoreline, 400 feet across? Why not search the entire bottom? Yeah, I don't know. That's weird, isn't it? Publicity, you would think. Thank you, Michael. With all the publicity, you would think by now, if it wasn't Kiely, someone would have come forward and said, "Hey, I was the one who called the tow truck driver." And look, at this point, somebody has to say something, know something. I mean, how quiet this all is what scares me. How quiet everybody is scares me. How quiet the friends are. And I understand they're afraid of the backlash because, I mean, look what happens when someone speaks out. Like, it's like a roar, right? On the internet, everyone goes like, and, you know, does what they do. So I understand it can be scary, but I mean, you would want someone to speak if it was you. If it was you that passed away, wouldn't you want people standing up for you? That's all Kiely wants, in my opinion. Do that for her. Like you would want that to be done for you. I mean, I don't know. Hi Terry, how are you? Nike might be the killer. I agree. I don't think Kiely was put in the water until August 17th to 19th. It was definitely later. How easy it must be to change little dates in the fire cam video, right? You're letting more 19th. Okay. I'm gonna He said he spoke to a detective. Yes, he did. He did say he did speak to a detective. Right, you trust certain others, so their info is legit. There's only one detective whose name was on the case. There you go. Mm-hmm. Willie's for real. The VIN match, you know that number? The VIN number of your car? It's like your car, like serial number at that point, I would say. And it's on the windshield. Underneath the windshield. Is it like on the driver's side? Behind it? But it's like it identifies your vehicle. Hi, Chaos. How are you? Yeah, vehicle identification number. I said serial number, but that's basically what it is. Yes. Hey, Squirrely Spice. How are you? Wait, MV would have seen Kiely. Last breadstick. How are you? I'm scrolling. But I want to see what you guys are saying. Okay, so I'm gonna play this here because I'm so behind. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna watch it with you. I'll probably pause it a couple times, but I kind of want to watch it. And that was interesting though. That the first thing they put on their video, Nick, the tow truck driver, has confirmed through GPS data that he was at Boca Lake on Saturday. But remember, AWP said that Squirrel Girl has confirmed it. Like they put it on Squirrel Girl, right? They're like, Squirrel Girl confirmed it, so now we can release this video. It's like, is that what you were waiting for? I thought Nick confirmed this already with you, you know? But SG is a beast, let me tell you. She's doing awesome stuff, so I'm proud of her. You guys don't know how proud of her I am for putting herself out there like that. But you guys are amazing. Yeah, the fire cam is manipulated, no doubt.
The female, which is Kiely, I realized after, she was very hesitant and very skeptical on everything that was going on. The investigators said it's his biggest lead that he has on the case.
Right there, and Nick says, the investigator said this is the biggest lead he has on the case. Right, Scroll. Exactly.
The pictures I saw, she wasn't wearing a ball cap. With me, she was wearing a ball cap, and it was blue ball cap. So I think something happened to her more than something accidental.
Let me fast forward this here.
California.
And sorry, we have an ad because I do not have premium. So there it is. I am reading your comments though. But again, I was going to watch this by myself tonight, but I figured come in and watch it with you guys and get y'all's information. Squirrels on Fire did play on Sunday. Was it? No, Saturday, right? Yeah, it was Saturday. But I was like driving and I couldn't pay attention to the whole thing. So I'll watch a little bit, pause, whatever, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, and then what people were saying too was, you know, how light it is, and then just like the lighting of the background, I guess. But again, I haven't watched this whole thing by my like from beginning to end, so I'm sorry if you've already watched it. Just bear with me, and I'll try not to pause it often.
Appreciate you for coming up to us. Possibly has some information in regards to the Kiely Rodni case. So why don't you explain a little bit about what you may have run into?
So my name is Nick. I work at an emergency roadside assistance program. I got a call up in Truckee at Boca for a battery call. So pretty much that means that the vehicle can't start. So I went en route up there, found the vehicle. At the time, I didn't realize that this was a situation until later on. But
yeah, so let me stop you right there. You said you went to Boca.
Yes, sir.
So over near Boca Lake.
Yes, sir.
So not Prosser Lake, Prosser Creek Lake.
It's right by Crosser Creek.
Yeah, so just north. So you went to Boca.
Yes, sir.
And you said you responded to a vehicle, and you in hindsight realized it may have been this vehicle. What kind of vehicle was it that you responded to?
It was a gray, like a lightish gray Honda 4-door sedan.
Okay, all right.
Or SUV, I'm sorry.
SUV?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And go ahead and describe.
So when I first go there, I usually do tests on the vehicle to see what's going on. At first, when I went there, I realized after my test that, you know, everything was working great on the vehicle. Come to find out later, once I approached the vehicle and went inside, that the vehicle was in neutral. At the time, I thought that was kind of awkward that, you know, you can find out or realize that something like that could have been the case for why the vehicle wasn't starting. So I simply put it into park, started up the vehicle, everything was fine. At that point in time, I did notice that, like, the female, which is Kiely, I realized after.
Okay, I have a question about that though. If the car is in neutral, does that car stay still? I don't know a lot about vehicles. Now you see it. Now you're gonna hear my knowledge of vehicles, but no one's in the car and the car is on neutral. Does the car go anywhere, or does it stay where it is, or does it? It's not gonna roll anywhere, right? If it's at like some incline or whatever. Yes, Michelle paid for membership, right? So we were watching that one, but then AWP came in and like said lawyers and all this and got a little crazy. But about the neutral thing. So, okay, so then does he not have to enter the car to put it into park? Or, right, he needs to put, I don't know. Right now I feel stupid, but he did a hit the brake and then put it in a park? Like he has to sit in the car, right? As a teen, we used to get low on gas and throw it in neutral and coast the gas station. But I know what neutral does to the car. I get that. But if no one's, I guess I want to know more details. Did he get to the car and were they in the car? Or were they out of the car, outside of the car, waiting for him? And did he need to go into the car to put it into park? Can move in neutral. They are not supposed to start in neutral. They have what's called a neutral safety switch that goes bad, and then they will start in neutral. Okay. Yeah, the video doesn't explain much, but anyway, I just had to ask that. Sorry.
She was very hesitant and very skeptical on everything that was going on. She was asking me really weird questions, like in the sense of, how do you put on your seatbelt correctly? And like, okay, and she asked me to show her on how to connect it to like her actual belt. Like, okay, that in my eyes, that was very awkward. I deal with things.
And then when he said, when the female says how to connect the seatbelt to her actual belt, is he talking about like the belt she was wearing or the clip? Because otherwise, that's a weird question. You know what I mean? But I know that we have discussed this previously when we first saw this interview. We were talking about this was just a distracting. She was just calling for help. Like she was just asking stupid questions just to, I don't know, to say she was in trouble in some sort.
Things that are kind of awkward. So I was like, all right, it's just another day on the job.
Yeah.
After that, she was stating on how she was there all night and she couldn't get her vehicle started due to the fact that now we both realized it was in neutral. She was wearing a sweatshirt, so it looked like she has been there for quite a while.
What color was the sweatshirt?
It was a gray sweatshirt.
Gray sweatshirt.
Yeah. Also, she had a guy with her. He
Was it dark gray or light gray?
It was light gray. Okay. Yeah. Also, there was a guy there that was with her at time being. He was wearing a flat top ball cap facing forwards, brown hair that's sticking out just a little bit on the sides. I didn't know. I assumed that this is her boyfriend. I mean, from how they're interacting with each other. But it was kind of like they were both kind of at unease is what it looked like for me, like as if either they had a crazy night or a crazy day or there's something going on. I couldn't know.
Okay, and I have to say this too. When I was trying to figure out who that gray sweatshirt belonged to, there is a news clip where Lindsay says that gray sweatshirt. If we're talking about the Delana sweatshirt, Mom says that sweatshirt belongs to one of Kiely's close friends. Doesn't belong to Kiely. The Odd Future sweater belongs to Kiely, but not that gray one. Let's say that's the one he's talking about. If it's that one, then and Kiely wasn't found in that one, or from what we know or assume. I guess what am I trying to get at? I want to know who that gray sweatshirt belongs to. I think it belongs to Kate, but that's just my opinion. Because and also the only two people that were with her before the party were Casey. I mean, if we're gonna use initials, Kate and Casey and ML, Max Larson, right? But I'm wondering, that gray sweatshirt does belong to somebody that's close to Kiely. The two people that were with her before that party were those two ladies.
And at the time, I didn't realize what was going on.
So let me stop you right there again. In hindsight, you're realizing all of this. When do you think that this took place? Was it before, during the day, after she disappeared?
Okay, sorry about the commercials. Whatever. Let's see. Squirrely Spice says Sammy had a light gray sweatshirt on in an early interview as well. What interview was that? Is that the one where she was in the car? Is that the one where she was at the car? Let me go back. I think the clip. So I would think that's what I thought too, Laura. And thank you guys for being here. I appreciate your thoughts, because 90 brains are better than one. Right now, mine's half a brain because I'm not feeling well. Wasn't the car jammed in third, says Lydia. I have not heard that. As Kelly says, also my eldest daughter bought extra car her boyfriend mechanic dad fixed, and that was an issue. Oh, it was the same issue. Nick seems for real. I think so too. I believe it, but was there some alternative reason they needed verification of the service attendance? Was there some alternative reason they needed verification of the service attendance? What do you mean, chaos and crime? There's a picture of Kiely in a light gray sweatshirt. Okay. Wonder why it's just finally dealing with this. That was my question, Laura. Why now? They say it's because of SG, because she verified Nick's data. I had hoped that AWP had verified his data too, right? That's why they interviewed him. Let me play this.
But it was around noonish, like 11 o'clock in the morning when I got out to her.
Okay.
And yeah, at that point in time, once we finished everything, she did advise that she was going to be going home later in the day and that she needed to grab some things and she was going to be heading out. So I advised her that, hey, keep your vehicle running and, you can get home. But um, during that period of time, after the period, I told her that I was going to leave and I hope you have a great day. Vehicle, I told her to keep it running for a couple of hours to obviously make sure everything's working good on the vehicle, charging system wise. At that point in time, then I left, and then a week later is when I saw at a coffee shop that she was gone, and then that brought
Saw this on a flyer or something.
Yeah,
Wow,
I came in with my girlfriend. We went into a coffee shop, and it was a flyer, and I was just in awe. I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me for a little bit because I'm like, that's the girl that I was working with. Granted, the pictures I saw, she wasn't wearing a ball cap. With me, she was wearing a ball cap, and it was blue ball cap. I'm sorry about that. But then everything spiraled out of control, and I got.
Could it have been someone that looked like Kiely? Kiely was slender, blonde hair. If she was wearing a cap with Nick, or if someone that looked like Kiely was wearing a cap, could he have mistaken Kiely with somebody else? I mean, is that possible? Thank you, Crisis. I'm doing my best to speak like an American since I was born here, but I can't help it. I speak like a Mexican. My accent, it's all good. I like my accent. Actually, you guys have accents to me, just FYI. He may have been smarter about cars than the guy with her. You think so, Lydia? Possible, right? Sammy and Jagger are so in cahoots. You think so, Janet? I think she wanted to lean across her and physically show her how to attach the clip so she could whisper to him. That's an interesting theory, Cindy. Very interesting. He spoke to SG, right? I think so, Ara, but I'm uncertain if it was the car interview or not. Okay. He recounted his words and said it was stuck between gears. Okay, thank you for saying that. Really, Miss Kelly. Oh. I think there was an altercation while leaving Boca and someone knocked it between gears and then panic ensued. That's interesting. Yeah, very possible. Very possible. So you think she was probably at a Boca party? This is a fact, Caleb. I don't think she had many good friends. I think the only good friends she had were at the press conferences crying. Right. Right. Yes. Yeah, no doubt, Shan. An NDA, absolutely. Right. It was he remembered because of the girlfriend's dad's birthday. We keep playing this, but I am reading your comments.
In contact with the detective and tried to do everything I could, and yeah, and then I saw you guys. I was like, all right, this is awesome. Like, let me go and try to catch up to
Thanks
you.
for the intel. That's how everything that we do unfolds organically when we get into town, from our viewers, locals who understand what we're doing. They contribute to what we're doing from all different angles. Like this is massive. Whether this was the day before, the day of, or the day after, this is a massive revelation into possibly leading us into the right direction of possibly finding her. Now we know we probably have a tie to Boca, which was already on my radar. Do you know who placed the call to your roadside company? Was it her or the boyfriend? Or
so I can't get details. Calls don't go through me; they go through.
Yeah, you just get digitally dispatched, so you don't have. So when you were digitally dispatched, did you call them to say you were coming, or you just showed up?
I did call and nothing went through. It went straight to voicemail.
Okay. Do you know if she had a phone on her at the time?
She did state that her phone was dead, she used whatever guy, whoever this was, if it was her boyfriend, she used his phone. So that's how she did get in contact.
And what was, you mentioned like she was asking funny questions and acting weird.
So like the most funny question, the one that stood out that I remember is about the seatbelt. I've never.
What about the seatbelt?
about how to buckle a seatbelt.
That is odd.
So in granted, I at the time I didn't realize again.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the towing industry my whole life, so you see a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of weird stuff, and it's actually pretty normal.
Yeah.
You know, so I can see why at the time it's just.
But she kept on going over that, like how do you like, you know, secure your seatbelt like firmly and like do it correctly, and that's
when she was asking this, was the guy that she was with right there too?
He was on the opposite side of the car,
so he could hear the conversation as well.
What's up, everybody? I'm Ty from Solo Stove, and I'm.
Okay, see, that was the question that I was gonna ask too. Like, where was this male when the girl's asking about the seatbelt? Was why not stand with her the whole time? And I think they did talk about that. So, see, this is where I struggle. Was it Kiely or was it not Kiely? I'm not sure if it was her, because it took him a week, right? So it was a whole week. Went to a coffee shop, saw the picture, but think about how long a week is, and if you see one person one time for a short period of time, will you still remember them a week later? Or do you remember some details about them, like blonde hair, skinny, tall, short, you know? But then again, some people are really good with faces. Like, I'm good with faces. I'm horrible with names. I could not tell you if I don't use your name 10 times in a sentence, I will forget it. I will. And I do that at work all the time. So again, this is where I struggle. Now, a couple of you have been telling me that it was her, and there was a situation that happened at Boca. The car, something went wrong, and then, you know, the car was placed there later. Very possible too. I didn't even think of something like that, but it's very possible. It could have been her. But why not say something when Nick's there? If it's Kiely, why not say something? Like, hey, this is this guy. I'm drugged. But then again, okay, someone just said, what if she was super drugged and she was out of it? So I don't know. You guys have better problem solving skills right now at this point than I do. Yeah. The kicker is Jared sold AWP 2 months prior to Kiely going missing, which is odd. It's almost like Ellie had blackmailed him already. Oh yeah, I remember having this conversation. You're right. Very possible. And thank you for being here and saying this stuff. You give us a lot of good insight. Yeah, exactly. I think he did. I need to catch up. Had a busy day. Thank you for being here, Turquoise, though. They meant their theory would blow our minds, not Nick's interview. They have never told anyone their story on theory and what happened. Yeah, but I don't think they're allowed to, Heather. Someone could have been dressed to look like KR on purpose to throw off the case. Possible. Hey, Kid Scarlett, and I'm sorry if I missed some of you. Chat is going pretty quick, but I do want to say hi to you guys. There's a lot happening. Hey, Aussie, how are you? Thank you for being here. Yes, some panic. Scrolling here just to make sure. Oh yeah, this is the comment I saw. Janet's comment. Kiely was drugged and didn't know how the seatbelt worked. Okay, I've never done that, but I would imagine it messes with you, I bet. Was this filmed before or after? This is before she was located, I believe. I want to keep playing this.
This is also something that but she kept on going over that, like how do you like, you know, secure your seatbelt like firmly and like do it correctly, and that's
when she was asking this, was the guy that she was with right there too?
He was on the opposite side of the car,
so he could hear the conversation as well.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and I did notice, and this is also something that I stated to the detective, that every single time the guy would come over to us, she would go on to the other side, and it was just like a back and forth, like a tag team. Better to say, like one person would come over, she wouldn't stay near him, and then it would go vice versa. Or if we were at the front of the car, going about the battery and talking about the battery. He was always on one side, she was on another. They were never close to each other.
It's really odd behavior, it seems
Yeah.
like to me.
Unless she didn't like who she was with, or she was uncomfortable. Yeah. It's
See, he said it there though. So there you go. Right there, he says it. Oh, it's because or possible that she was uncomfortable with him being there. So it's one of the first times we hear. I guess we hear that. Miss Kelly, I think I'm gonna double check what's going on. Why you can't see Miss Shan? Let me go check. I'm gonna keep playing this, but it's bothering me that you can't see her. So give me a second. I'm gonna keep playing this.
yeah, that screams awkwardness and someone being uncomfortable. And when in that scenario, if he was there with her, he should have been right next to her. If not, dealing with you the entire time and not her.
He didn't really speak that much.
How to
be
use
honest.
a seatbelt? Did she seem high or intoxicated or
I try not to judge people at that point, so I try not to like.
possibly?
I thought that maybe she was either hungover or just had a really rough day. She looked distressed, is what.
She looked distressed. And hey, Edner, how are you? She looks distressed. Okay.
I could best describe as if you're going through a lot. So and I understand, some people go through things, but now looking back at it, now it raises suspicion to me, and I know the detective on okay, what is actually going on, what did happen that day, and what was the reason for her being gone. So I think that's pretty relevant. That's why I try to chase you guys down.
Right, yeah.
Can you
That's all you.
can you show me on the map where you saw her?
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. Before we go into that part, oh, I love our 22 cents. Our 22 cents is awesome. I barely found them like a few weeks ago, but that guy speaks facts for sure. I like the way he thinks. He's a smart dude. And Wednesday, Scrolls on Fire, Miss Shan is going live. I'll definitely be there. You know it. I'm ready. I'm ready to learn. And describes the other person with K as guy, male, and man. When I look at it, J, I see a kid, not a man. Yeah, but he could just be struggling for words, maybe. Miss Kelly says, I'm not co-signing with the mom's recollection of what went down that day. Me neither. I think there was something more to that. I just do not believe that she didn't go out to Prosser to look for her daughter herself. That bothers me. Unless her and her daughter were not very close, which I can see happening, honestly. Just from what I've seen from the outside, okay? Because I don't know these people. We don't know them. It seems like Kiely was closer to grandpa and dad, and Lindsay was kind of like in her own world. I think Lindsay was closer to the girls you see her take pictures with at the celebration of life. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, Caleb. And Miss Shan is dropping her nuggets here. Dropping her nuts, as she says. I don't know what to think of this. It's either it's true and that's mind blowing, or he's lying and it's mind blowing too. Right. She made sure Nick would remember her. That's a very good point, Oregon. I didn't think about it like that. I keep playing this here.
So we're here in Reno. Let's go down to Chucky. There's Prosser, there's Boca. Yep. Just drop a pin on the road exactly where you saw her.
Oh, hold on. Is that it? Hold on. No. Is it?
Okay, I have to pause it here because this is what I think. Okay, basically, this is what they edited out. They took out all this dead time, right? Where he's searching, for it, and all that stuff. That's what they took out. Basically, what AWP did was they just gave us all that extra footage, but they didn't give us anything new aside from details like that blue ball cap or I don't know. I'm missing something. But I feel like we're missing something. I feel like there is more here. We just need to look really hard. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm watching it with you and I'm still interrupting myself a lot, okay? Sorry. But there is something here. There are some clues in this. We just have to watch it with different eyes, I think. Let me see. Really rehearse so nothing can go south. Okay, I'm behind in the comments, RT, but I'm doing my best here. So I'll get to that. Give me a second. Also, in AAA guy, AAA was called. They would have verified contact details, so wouldn't they have give alternate numbers? Yes, that's the thing. He did call a number. He did call somebody, but it went to voicemail. I live in California. I didn't hear of her until AWP was headed that way, and I live here very close. See, that's surprising, King Scarlet, because I know, Fox News was covering this. Fox News was big on it. Sacramento Bee, like the big news sources were covering the crap out of it. Just like the Idaho 4, like it's on every news station. It's everywhere. But I do believe that the reporting on it died down when the search died down. And I think it's because they already knew what happened. The search died down on August the 15th. That's the day where law enforcement said we're scaling it back on August the 15th. I believe that the car was placed in Prosser after that, after August the 15th. That's what makes sense to me anyway. Where was she the day prior? They were in Reno, apparently, the day prior. Kate says, well, the day of the party, Kate and Kiely, were making creme brulees, but Mags was also with her. And the reason why I think that is because Sammy says that. Sammy says that Mags was with her before the party because she says, I knew she was coming with Mags because they were hanging out earlier in the day. So they were together, and Sammy knew they were together. So Sammy knew Mags. They were friends. Sam was friends more with Mags than she was with Kiely. Just gonna leave that there. I'm not gonna say everything I think about that situation, but that's give you a little bit of that. Let's see. Heather says, hey, Shan. Keep thinking she was in the back, hatched during the service call. That's what I thought at first, too. I won't exactly. Yeah, and you don't have to. You don't have to say. Sometimes it is difficult to say. Could she have been afraid of leaving the campground with him and tried to? But I do want to know. Maybe we can talk later. They could have both been on one. Right. Yeah, this was filmed August the 19th. His partner think a girl was a lookalike and try to figure out securing KR in the back cache. That's interesting. Possible, but I don't know. Yes, Shan's gonna be live on Wednesday. We gotta be there. Okay, I'm way behind in the chat. I realize that now. I'm gonna play this and try to catch up.
Campground. No, that's not a campground. I'm sorry, I haven't looked from it.
Oh, no worries. Take your time. I know there's a campground on the other side.
No, it was on the right hand side.
It was on the right side?
Yeah.
So that's going to be the northeast side of, there it is.
It's a turnout. Your buddy has it on his phone now. We're at the right place, right? Boca, you come in, you follow this road down. Is that the turnout? No, that's not the turnout. I think that is the turnout right there. I have to verify. I had it pinpointed on his. That doesn't look familiar. Your buddy.
Okay.
Put it down.
All right.
Okay, and he says that it's on his buddy's phone. Like he was able to pinpoint it on his buddy's phone. Is he talking about the camera guy? Here, Shan says, "Oh, Chaos says Kylie was a very smart girl." Nick said she did most of the talking to him. True, while near him and the other guy on the other side the car, wouldn't she have been able to say help? That's what I thought, but then again, someone brought up a good point and said maybe she was under the influence of something. Definitely rehearse, and nothing can go south like all entertainment on TV. See my above this. I think I missed the comment RT from above. If you want to repost that, ding ding ding. LVR. LVR is what? Yeah, if the phone time doesn't have Sadie Smith sitting in a jail cell, God is right. Oh, Matt's LVR said something. What did he say? Let me go back and see what he said. I might have missed it. Damn it, it's so hard. I want to keep up with the comments because you guys know what's up. I'm frustrated. I'll go back and look at it. He said something about accident, but she wasn't found yet. Also, I'm just gonna ask that just hey, true crime and faith, just to just to keep this just super neutral place. We don't need to bring that into here talking about a certain person and all the drama that's going on. It's not like necessary here because this is a safe place for everybody to come and chat and no reason to instigate. I'm just putting that out there for the mods, just so you know, because it's not about that here right now. Also, it's unnecessary and not the point of what we're doing. So but just letting you know, okay? I appreciate you guys respecting that. I think you're gonna compare the very first video out, Coach turning into pumpkin. Okay. Squirrels on fire. When I watched AWP release the findings first time, I thought the exact same thing about ducks. Yeah. Keep in mind, they tried to tell us that the last photo was Kiely, and just because someone looks like Kiely and says their name is Kiely doesn't get exactly. That's what I agree with you there. Absolutely. Yes, there is a huge gap in time. I don't believe much of what she says either, but I think it's because she's trying to protect herself. And if you're all about protecting yourself rather than saying the truth of what happened to your friend, then I have a hard time trusting anything you say at this point. Look, let's say it was an accident. Okay, well, just say that. Say that. Say something happened to whoever was with her. People can understand that, but not when you're. Miss Kelly, I hope you're okay. Breathe, leave, and come back, please. Yeah, he's talking about the camera guy and why the swap phone's why it records his movement of the pin drop. Got you. Yeah. Then look into more videos and compare people from what out there. The people look alike, and the boy has many SF have, even like Sammy. Yeah. I said hi, true crime. Good to see you. I'm sorry, I've already said it. Exactly, Shan. These witnesses, other people there at Boca is at a campground. Yeah, it is a campground. And Nick does say there were other people there. Exactly, Caleb. All right, I'm going to keep playing this. We'll keep going.
This is great information that could lead us. Boca was on my radar already as one of our very next locations. And if you're talking about running into her the next day, she doesn't have a phone. She's at another campground. Her phone is dead. She's with somebody. That's
Distressed, possibly.
yeah. Something's wrong, especially with how to use a seatbelt. That's extremely alarming. Was that a distress call, or was she just out of it because she had been drinking all night? She was at a party all night long. We know we know due to accounts of other people who were at the party.
I can't believe I have to say this, but I'm going to say it. Just remember that this is my house right now. And so any of my guests in my house, I ask that you respect the people in my house. So if there's someone here in my house that you don't agree with, that's okay. But there's no reason to poke at them and turn this live into something it doesn't need to be, because we're all adults here, right? So again, this is my house. Please be respectful to the people in my house. And if you're unable to do that, then just catch the replay. But I appreciate you guys being here and watching. I didn't think I ever had to say that, but it's time to do that today. So anyway, let's keep watching.
Who said that, you know, she was highly intoxicated. So if this was the next day, she's going to appear to be hungover and so forth. So I don't know. There's a lot of things you can draw from that, but it's great information. And thank you for coming up to us. Thank you for watching everything we do, supporting everything we do. You know, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be in this position. Just simply watching what we do makes us able to do everything that we do. Yeah.
I got some questions. Based on just everything you just said and your experiences there, what is your outcome? What do you think went on?
I think it something was going on between her and whoever the male was that she was with, is from what I saw, just due to her character and how she was holding herself and the questions that she was asking. So I think something happened to her more than something accidental.
Based on how her car was positioned, which way do you think she would have naturally started driving?
Going out the road.
Towards town?
Yeah. To the road that leads you up to the highway. Yeah.
Okay, so based on the position that her car was facing, that's what I need to go back and check on the map, right? Would it have been headed towards Truckee or away from Truckee? That's the other thing.
No, I'm good.
Good.
Also, I appreciate that cameraman was the one asking all these questions. I know maybe they were hesitant or they had other things on their mind, but I'm glad that people behind the camera or just people helping with the investigation were allowed to ask their questions. Now, why keep that out of the original interview, or maybe some of it, is interesting to me.
Cool. We're good.
Can you? We're not videotaping. Can you show him? I can zoom in and find the right part. Because I got the precise right part on his. I don't want to show you that.
Here, let's talk about it again. I'll turn the recording on.
You have it pinpointed?
Because that's crucial.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it was farther back. I wasn't even going that far back on your phone. There you go. So if you zoom in right here.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop the StreamYard link here. Miss Daisy, would you like to come up really quick? I'm gonna need to pause. I need to pause myself, but I don't want to pause what's happening here. If you can, if not, it's okay. But just give me a second. I'm gonna keep playing this, but let's see. Let me go back to the comments. Hi, Natasha. Thank you for being here. Her car was at the A-frame coming out of Boca, pointing to the highway to go either to Truckee or Reno. Well, see, that's the thing. That's what I'm wondering. What way? What way would she have gone into town? I guess Truckee would be the obvious answer, right? But I don't know. I need to go back and look at that myself. I haven't done that yet. You took some screenshots, Miss Kelly, of a prior comment section he left in another channel. I wanted to share with someone so badly. I deleted him to make room on my phone. Oh, man. Yes, exactly. Yes, I wish you would have kept that. Hey, Cherokee Reader, how are you? It's all good. Thank you. It's okay, Daisy. I hope you feel better. I feel bad asking Shan. She pulls double duty every day. Janet says, I would hate to be Sammy Smith right now because I feel, yeah. To keep playing. Oh, thank you, Natasha. You're nice. So the point is, she was leaving Boca, not pulling in like she was pulling off. Right. Yeah, that's what it's sounding like. Here, let me keep playing this.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
So her car was right there, facing diagonal down, and I pulled on my van right here.
Okay.
When she came in, but she was trying to come out this road where her car was. So it's kind of weird that it was in the middle of the road, and on top of that, like it wasn't starting because it was in neutral. So obviously she had to stop for some reason and get out, which now I'm looking back at it and I haven't even thought about it this heavily until now. That is kind of weird because she was like, as you can see within the road. Oh geez, where'd it go? Is this it?
So there we go with that. Sorry about the commercials again. I'll pay for premium at some point. So okay, let me go into this. And he said the middle of the road. Right. He did. Whatever went down was at Boca. Yes, I agree with that. And they were gonna start, game ads, right? They were gonna start at Boca anyway, but they start at the surrounding lakes. But do you guys remember that picture that was circulating with those girls in the car? And people thought that one of the girls was Kiely, and then she went on Moonshine and did this whole article talking about the backlash she received. That party was at Boca. Oh yeah, tell me about that extension later, Shan, but for sure. Yes, I see you, Natasha. I got thankfully I got some help right now. I don't need to go. Thank God. I hate leaving and going back. Let me see.
Hold on. Yeah, this is it. And so right there, how she was coming out this way.
So her front end was facing 894.
Yeah.
All right. And did you leave before her? Or did she leave before you?
I left before her. Yeah, I don't stay at my calls after I fit.
And plus you advised her to let it run for a little bit.
Yep.
Was there anybody else around?
There was people far back here, yes, but not near her. No.
Okay.
Just her and that gentleman that was.
Do you think she was camping in that campground right there, or do you think she's just broken down?
I think she I mean, the campgrounds are farther down, like a little bit, like you're closer to the beach. So she possibly could have been there, but like in her car, there was nothing in her car. Like it was just seats. There wasn't like camping gear, a tent or a sleeping bag or pillows or anything like that. It was just like your normal seat.
Did you notice anything in particular in her car at all? Any personal stuff?
Besides perfume bottles and actually there was a perfume bottle that was in the center console, and that was all that I recall, to be honest.
Did she have anything on her keys at all? Like
I don't remember what was on.
Okay. All right. Any other questions from anybody?
Did the investigator that you got a hold of, have they called you back did they grill you with questions too at all to get details?
So he drove me with a whole bunch of questions. This was over the phone. And at that point in time, then it got escalated to my company, so then they could handle the rest. And at that.
So, okay, I'm going to rewind that. What he said, though. And no worry. Thank you guys for being here if you have to go. I know it's late. And you all have a really good morning. I look forward to hearing from you guys. What he says here, though. Hold on. I need to go back.
Details.
So he drove me with a whole bunch of questions.
Was this part in the original video? I think someone did suggest compare both videos and then see exactly what is different, because there's still stuff cut off from this one. So I need to go. I'm gonna play this and then not stop it. But okay, we're talking about the investigators. So he did speak to a detective, and then from there they went to the AAA. They went to the AAA company. Okay, so what happened after that? Let's see. Hold on.
Console, and that was all that I recall, to be honest.
Did she have anything on her keys at all? Like
I don't remember what was on.
Okay. All right. Any other questions from anybody?
Did the investigator that you got a hold of, have they called you back did they grill you with questions too at all to get details?
So he drove me with a whole bunch of questions. This was over the phone. And at that point in time, then it got escalated to my company, so then they could handle the rest. And at that point in time, I haven't heard anything since that.
Okay, so drilled you with a lot of questions. I want to know what questions they asked. I wish they would have asked him what questions. So then from there, went to AAA guy. And then that's it. It stops at AAA. That's where it stops. Why?
But you said, did you say that you guys have cameras that could possibly get some sort of facial recognition on?
Yeah, so we do indeed. We have cameras facing front and rear of our vehicles, as well as that we do have like audio, so we could pick up audio from inside and outside of the truck. So we did have that. And
oh, and also, if he says that they have audio and video, I believe it. And honestly, it's just common sense. This wasn't his first call. And unless they drive a different truck every day, then if he knows his car has cameras, then it has cameras that work. And I would also think that there's some that these cameras work. You have to assume that they work too, because for insurance purposes, these companies better make sure that they work. I mean, it's not rocket science. There are cameras and they have to work. Hey Mitch, how are you? Yep. That's right, Squirrel Girl.
I'm guaranteed. I mean, my vehicle is facing directly towards hers, so and that's how I normally do it for my protection. But so you're able to see the full vehicle, including her and the male that was with her.
And your company has seized all of that, and they're working with the authorities on all that information.
But it's probably buried in all the tips that they have, honestly.
Not something like this.
Didn't you say that they said it was
The investigators said it's his biggest lead that he has on the case. Yeah.
The investigators say that it's the biggest lead that they have on the case. Yeah, there's definitely still more footage. Let's see. That little part of the interview is just so important.
Biggest lead yet in a case.
If this is not if it's true, but if this happened the night after the party,
did the guy really ask if this is true? And then he's like, no, I mean, not that it's not true, but if this party happened.
Biggest lead that he has on the case. Yeah.
Biggest lead yet in a case.
If this is not if it's true, but if this happened the night after the party, the day after the party, I meant this gentleman you're talking about would be the number one suspect, honestly.
So the male there?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you could go into detail, just try to describe it one last time. You said ball cap, hair coming out. What else?
Hold up. Sorry, guys, I lost audio. Sorry. Hold on. I'm gonna rewind it one more time.
You got after the party, I meant this gentleman you're talking about would be the number one suspect, honestly.
So the male there?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you could go into detail, just try to describe it one last time. You said ball cap, hair coming out. What else you got?
So I'm embarrassed to say it's even.
Damn it, Shan! You need to tell me about this extension. Maybe I should just pay for premium. Hold on.
He had a bro tank on.
This gentleman you're talking about would be the number one suspect, honestly.
So the male there?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you could go into detail, just try to describe it one last time. You said ball cap, hair coming out. What else you got?
He had a bro tank on. It was white. He had ball cap, black base. It wasn't even baseball hat. It's a flat bill hat facing forward. It was kind of off to the sideways.
Age, about the same age, a little older.
You saw a picture of him? Could you say yes or no?
His face, yeah.
Can you pull up the picture of the boyfriend?
Oh yeah, that's the same hat too.
Now, again, for your protection, our protection, this is all alleged, and that we're not saying anything. We're not insinuating anybody. Obviously, to us, this would be just a person of interest, just as like it would be to any detective or investigator who's investigating this case. So we're not implying guilt or anything like that whatsoever. We also don't know if this was the day before, the day of, or the day after. But that's for us to.
Did you see his phone? Let's see. We are being hacked. No, we are not. I just thought I had my microphone connected and I didn't. Hold on.
Obviously,
Black base. It wasn't even.
Would be the number one suspect, honestly.
Right.
So the male there.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you could go into detail, just try to describe it one last time. You said ball cap, hair coming out. What else you got?
He had a bro tank on. It was white. He had ball cap, black base. It wasn't even baseball hat. It's a flat bill hat facing forward. It was kind of off to the sideways.
now, again, for your protection, our protection, this is all alleged, and that we're not saying anything. We're not insinuating anybody.
Oh, did you see how it's blurred out though? They did try to blur that out. Like they really did. Damn, they sneaky. They're sneaky.
And
Right there. That's what you're talking about, right? That. Woo. I know you guys have your images there. Yeah, see, they try to blur it out. Yes, they did. Yes, they did there. But yeah, they blurred it off on the wrong part. That's where they try to blur it out right there. See, this is what sleuthing is, guys. This is what I bet you Shan did this for like hours. It's hard to see though. You gotta like that. Damn, I know you guys have the image. I know. It got just super slow too. Yeah. Hey, CNY family, how are you? Can't see who that is. I see something, but I can't see it. But I know some people have done a lot of work on this. I know. I definitely will. I will check it out. Miss Shan here on the chat. I know for some of you, you've already done this and you've gone through it. I just haven't. I will. Oh, damn. I just haven't. So I'm doing it with you guys. Yeah, that's yeah, I gotta find that. I gotta find that. Let's see. I see what you sent me. I see it. It's blurry though, but I see it.
obviously, to us, this would be just a person of interest.
I see it. Oh, I see. Okay, but they're like little. It's like a little person. It's like it looks like it's from like a surveillance thing. To me anyway. Is that what that is? Is that what it looks like? Okay. Do you want me to show that here? I don't know. Hi, Chrissy. See, how are you? They very well may have asked the questions. Oh yes, I'm behind. There we go. I'm behind. I'm sorry, guys. Right, only to be released if an arrest was made. It's just interesting that they just so many questions. Just hold on. CNY says his company didn't have to seize it. They already owned it. It's true. You're talking about the video, right? So on the 19th, they still do not have fire cam. No, they do not. Boom. Oh, I'm way behind on chat. Let's see. Ad blocker. No accident. I'm behind. I'm Mhm. I want to see. Have you been resting and drinking, OJ? I have. I slept a lot today. Ellie sure did seize it, though. You think so? Sleep is hitting. Get some rest, dude. You work hard, Chan. Yes. Okay. I would even reach out, but it might be easier. I see two people too. If I'm seeing it the right way. Well, I need a permission to pull that up since I don't own that image. Then Doug said, Al and your company has seized a lot. Okay, let me go. I'm going to play that just a little bit, just one more time here. Thank you for being patient of me. There's a video of NH called Weed Whacked on YouTube. Do you want to drop the link? Somebody can drop the link. If I'm allowed to show the pic, I will. But again, I don't own the image, and I don't know who found that. I'm behind on that part. You know, you guys, I'm always just doing like news articles and stuff like that. So sometimes when it comes to this stuff, I'm a little behind. But I try to be careful too, you know. You can show the pic. Okay. Okay. I'll do that. Do that. Give me to be able to airdrop it to myself. Thank you for being. Shan found it. Okay. Well then, if she says it's okay, definitely down. Okay. Thank you. All right. So this is what I was sent from Scrolls on Fire just now. Give me a second, guys. It gets complicated because I have the VPN thing on now, but then it won't connect to my phone when I do airdrop, and now. Okay. I have to email it to myself, so just be patient while I get that up. I'll play this though. I'm gonna play that little bit again here.
Facing forward is kind of off to the sideways.
18.
Age about the same.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, that's the same hat too.
Now, again, you know, for your protection, our protection, this is all alleged. We're not saying anything. We're not insinuating anybody. Obviously, to us, this would be just a person of interest, like this is like it would be to any detective or investigator who's investigating this case. So we're not implying guilt or anything like that whatsoever. We also don't know if this was the day before, the day of, or the day after. But that's for us to put together and figure out.
All right, I got it now. Thank you for being patient. All right, so this was the picture I was sent. I know I've seen it, but I just haven't studied it very well. Sorry. That's the photo I was sent. So I do see two people. See one person there and another person there. But that's it. I also see the time here of something. This image is interesting. I don't know. Yeah, fair use act. I feel like I need to have that like scrolly thing that all these channels have. that, you know, it's like all thoughts and opinions on this is it's just opinions and according to Fair Use Act, and you know, it's crazy. He's going to swipe his screen. Okay. I see, yeah, I see two people. I see that. For sure. Could be his widget, right? People need to understand Nick AAA is a baby himself and putting himself out there, right? Yeah. I believe him too, for sure. I've never had a doubt in my mind. And when SF came out with that, well, okay, just to be clear, SF wasn't the one that came out with the video, but I think, in my opinion, he started the whole thing about it. Here. Let's see. So this just turned into an organized live, okay? So just bear with me, but when SF came out and said what he said about it, or why he came out about it, then it made me believe him even more. Well, that's what we're seeing. Why? That's what they were saying, that he was swiping through at the moment. So yeah, I need to see it grow. Yeah, it's not his lock screen. I'm totally blind in one eye. I can't make out who that is. It's two people, and they're in. It looks like it's from a security video. Good night, Daisy. Yeah, she did do a live on it yesterday. Possibly. Yeah. Yeah, go check out that. If you want to drop that link to your video, go for it. Yeah, she does. She does a lot of work for it there. And I appreciate you letting us share that here. Where did NH come from? SF is the one that said Kiely was dating NH, right? That is where that name came from, correct. The first time that I heard that name was when it came out of his mouth. Was it spoken before? I do not know. But to be fair, I chose not to watch a lot of interviews that SF did because I felt like they were distracting. I felt like the guy, half of what he said was a lie, and the other half was just embellishing little facts that he did know. And because I don't trust his motives or where the heck he even came from, everything he said to me, I didn't even want to go there. I'm just being honest. I do not see him, never saw him as a credible anything. The only thing I saw that man as was a distraction from Kiely. Someone that did not care about it. From the little bit that I did hear, it did not seem like he cared about Kiely. It just seemed like he cared about proving AWP wrong. He does not like AWP. Like they have some little war. Yeah. But that's just my opinion, okay? Yeah. No, it would be good if you didn't hush. In my opinion, too many leading questions and even answering for him. Think over. I will think over. I think of everything, you know. Why do we only see pick of KR and J and not KR and NH? I mean, look, and this is just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. When that stuff came out, when this fire cam footage came out, and people were like, this is how I went to it, this is how I found it, I went and tried to find it myself. But how should I say it? I googled that stupid. Googled the stupid logo on the top right corner. Okay. So I don't know if this stuff is still up yet. October the 6th, 2022. This was put out on a YouTube page. Description: this video is following this video footage from the night of the party where Kiely Rodni disappeared at Prosser Reservoir in Truckee, California. It shows headlights going directly towards the area Kiely's vehicle was found at the same time of her last phone ping. Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing that, right? I'm not looking at your comments right now, so just give me a second. I googled NV energy. This is what I was trying to find. I was trying to get this. When I went to look at the website. I can't believe I'm talking about this now. This is not the point of this, but and I cannot, if you guys don't want to hear it, but I've been wanting to talk about this for a little while. They removed it, man. It's a big surprise, right? They removed it. So, okay. Where is it? I don't want to hear myself speak. I annoy myself. I can't even go back and listen to my own lives, believe it or not. Okay, so this one, here we go. October the 4th. This is unlisted, by the way. Someone taught me, Shan taught me about unlisted private videos. Do you want to do a live with me on? I mean, yeah, if you're down. But I don't know if there's anything I could help you with. If anything, you help me with things. There's nothing I could add. So this is from SF Investigates. This is from August. Stop, Aura. Okay. SF Investigates from October the 4th. People looking for likes. Everyone wants to be liked, Janet. Sorry. Anyway, I can't get distracted right now. Okay. So this is from SF. He put it out October the 4th. Right before that other channel did. I don't know if they're the same person or not, but this is what the caption says. It says, "It's time to stop the untrue rumors and theories created by the Boca roadside assistant fabricated story." That's what he said. That was the point of this. Not gotta find justice for Kiely. We gotta find no. October the 4th, this is when he does that, and you see he has a watermark on that. So what does that tell you? When I saw this, right, when the whole fire camp thing came out, and then I found that it was SF that put out something like this, but it wasn't even the fire camp video. It was this. When he said, my whole purpose of doing this is to stop these rumors, I believe the Nick tow truck guy even more. Right? That made me believe him more. Because somebody is trying to shut down this. And let's stick with the story. Let's say that is Kiely's car going in on at 12:33 in the morning. Let's say it is that. You can caption this video, dude, a whole different way. You can say, look, guys, we need to let Kiely rest. Look, I didn't want to put this out, but because this is gruesome. This is not good for the family to have on the internet. But just to put all the rumors at ease, here's a video. Rest in peace, Kiely, where and prayers for the family. He could have totally said it that way, because that shows you someone's heart, right? But he did not. He's like, it's time to stop the untrue rumors and theories created by Boca Rosa. Like, just fucking throwing a fit. Why? Why are you like that? So that's why I don't trust the guy very much. So I don't listen to him that much. I don't sit and listen to those interviews he does, because he was like a celebrity at some point. And now this is turning into like a shit talking section about him. That's not what I wanted. I don't know him like personally, but I'm just giving you my opinion. There's just something I can't listen to rubbish. Okay? I'm not going to waste my time like that either. So sorry, there's my tangent on that. Okay. I just pictured a scroll. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think anyone said stop. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents, okay? My 2 cents. Okay. I was talking about myself. I was saying I don't like to listen to myself. I agree. But some people don't realize that likes. It's okay. Don't even worry about the like. Not a big deal. Okay, so that's what I think about the cameras. The link to this video, I'll put it in StreamYard. Okay. Right. I'm gonna go back to the video I was sharing. Let's see. Oh, I said stop Ara. Like I was telling myself to stop. So I was talking about my live. Okay. There we go. The one I was sharing. So I'm gonna go back to this. I got a little off topic. My bad. But thank you guys for being really nice. He said detective grilled him. Yes, he did say that. I'm gonna look up the name. I'm sure you have though already. Yes, Lisbeth, exactly. That's what I think. And just this goes for everybody. If you don't believe in something or someone, then don't I don't know. Some people, man, I don't know. That guy, I don't even like thinking about that guy, honestly. SF, yes. Who is orchestrating the cover up? Why so much effort to cover up? No one's asking, where no one cares about him or like why he even showed up in the first place. I don't know. Oh, I know you do. Yes, feel better, Natasha.
Where that fits. Okay. But it's major information, especially you just identifying who we know is a close person to her, whether he was a boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. So, any other questions?
When you went into detail about, I guess we covered that by his looks, but just for the sake of the camera, skin complexion, hair color, hair length, you say all of those.
So his hair, I mean, from the picture that you showed me, it was sticking out a lot with me. It wasn't sticking out that much. I mean, I saw brown hair sticking out on the corners of each side of his hat. But other than that, he was, I mean, a thinner built guy is the best way I could put it. With a bro tank, and it was white bro tank. He had some freckles on his face, like, or maybe it was like acne or whatnot, but it was on both sides of his face. And he had that black San Francisco. Oh, he was also a little bit like shorter than me, so I'm 6'3", so he was shorter than me. I would put him probably like a little under 6 foot, I would guess.
Was he white?
He was white. He was Caucasian, yeah.
What's up, everybody? I'm Ty from Solo Stove.
And I'm Chris.
There you guys. If you want Solo Stove, there you go. Sorry, I need a little like humor break because this stuff can get pretty heavy, you know, and it weighs down on the spirit. But you know, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. What was that noise? Me. I'm that noise. I don't know. You guys are freaking out. Let's see. Sounds like a whole lot of CZ. What's CZ? Princess Mag, you good? What? I don't have Discord on. I don't even have Discord on. I have my TV on. Anyway, here we go. We keep playing this.
What's the window you're giving us of when this happened?
Either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I believe. Because the weekends I usually cover Truckee, so, and that Friday I also worked in Truckee, so yeah.
If you were to make a bet on what day it was, what would you say?
I mean, when I was looking back under my GPS, under my phone of where I've been, I was there both Saturday and Sunday, farther into Boca. So
Not Friday.
Did you take any memorable pictures that same day that happened? Because that would be a way to catalog the possible date that happened. If you remember, like eating lunch at like Wendy's that same day, and you took a picture of your
I actually called my girlfriend right after because of how awkward the situation was.
Let's pull up the catalog of that phone call to see if we can find it.
So just to make sure, does he look familiar to you at all?
Yeah, he didn't have like the beard was kind of gone, but his hair was not down that far. It was like, I don't know if you could.
Wait, is that another picture? Is that a different picture that he's showing them?
Block that out. It was like to right there, but it was going back as if it was going back.
So on a scale from 1 to 10,
that's a 9.
that's it. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So at the time, I think it would be safe to say that his hair was like maybe pulled back.
Yeah, he doesn't have that much acne. The guy that I saw, I don't know if it's because it's blurry, but he had like right underneath, he had like little red marks and whatnot. That was one thing that I saw, but again, I don't try to judge. I just try to.
Yeah.
You have a crazy good memory, by the way.
Thank you.
Are you known to just be really good at stuff like this?
I mean, I'm able to remember quite a bit. Yeah, some things that like stick out, and this was one thing. Usually, I don't remember normal day instances at work, but this one was kind of, it stuck out from the beginning. That's why I did call over to my girlfriend, because I was so kind of in.
It was so alarming that you called your girlfriend.
Okay, so that's why he called the girlfriend, because it was alarming. Because they're talking about Discord. Yeah, I didn't even know what Discord was until I was invited into a Discord, and then while I was trying to use it, I'm like, things are going away, and I still am not really great with it, but it's interesting. Learn something new. Yeah, see, I was using it on my phone, not on my computer, which is another thing. You're gonna stop typing? Why? Yeah. You think he's showing them the same photo? I don't know. That's what I didn't get with the beard. I need to go back into that. See, this is why I need to go back and just watch this. But I just missed you guys. Hold on, let me.
1 to 10.
That's a 9.
That's it. Okay. All right.
Yes, he chose 2 pics. That's what I'm getting at from that too, Shan. I'm sorry. Don't get frustrated.
So at the time, I think it would be safe to say that his hair was like maybe pulled back.
Yeah, he doesn't have that much acne. The guy that I saw, I don't know if it's because it's blurry, but he had like right underneath, he had like little red marks and whatnot. That was one thing that I saw. But
The only person that I can think of that has a beard and long hair and possibly has it pulled back is Kylie's stepdad. Because he's talking about a beard and the hair being pulled back, and I don't know. Or NH, yeah, maybe. Hey, Laced in Perfume, how are you? Or yeah, maybe a beard that was cut off recently. Years. 5 o'clock shadow. Okay. All right.
But again, I don't try to judge. I just try to.
Yeah.
You have a crazy good memory, by the way.
Thank you.
Are you known to just be really good at stuff like this?
I mean, I'm able to remember quite a bit. Yeah. Some things that like stick out, and this is one thing. Usually I don't remember normal day instances at work, but this one was kind of, it stuck out from the beginning. That's why I did call over to my girlfriend, because I was so kind of in.
It was so alarming that you called your girlfriend.
Yeah, because I was confused, because I've never ran into a situation where, you know, when you call for a breakdown and it's just in neutral. You know?
Is there a specific uniform that you wear, or do you just dress casually?
I wear a uniform, yeah.
Because I'm thinking like maybe like Friday you wore a specific hat, and then maybe you took a selfie that same day. That would be a way to pinpoint it.
I mean,
because if this is the day after,
that date changes a lot.
Okay. I know she has the exact.
She might have found it. I don't know what.
So we have everything we need. If we can squeeze one less.
Okay, see, that's where they cut off. That's where they cut that off. Right there.
Is there a specific?
Because they're asking, you know, you can verify being there, which again, I believe he was there. But they asked, you know, and they said, hey, maybe you took a selfie that day or something, and he took his phone out and he was going to show them something. And I think he did show them something, but they cut that out.
Uniform that you wear, or do you just dress casually?
I wear a uniform, yeah.
Because I'm thinking like maybe like Friday you wore a specific hat, and then maybe you took a selfie that same day. That would be a way to pinpoint it.
I mean,
because if this is the day after,
that date changes a lot.
See, it's like, yeah, that date changes a lot, right? So where did you do that? And this is where it's cut.
I know she has the exact.
She might have found it. I don't know what.
So we have
right there. That was cut. They had their phones out.
Okay. I know she has the exact.
She might have found it. I don't know what.
So we have everything.
And then right there, they cut it. So there was more. Right there, there's more. And it was enough to, they were looking at something, and then Nick put the phone away. And then that's it. That's it. That's the end of the interview. So it was them trying to verify what day it actually was. And Nick did verify it, but then they had to cut that out, and they still have not shown that. No, I'm not saying it was a stepdad, guys. Hold on. I'm just saying that's the only person I can think of that has a beard. Yeah, NDAs, probably. Yeah, right. But see, that's just another little segment where they cut it, because that's important. So yeah. And I don't know this for sure, but can you even say you signed an NDA, like legally? Can you say I signed a non-disclosure agreement, so I can't speak on anything? Or are you not even allowed to say that you signed one of those? Yeah, you're not supposed to, right?
On what day it was, what would you say?
I mean, when I was looking back under my GPS, under my phone of where I've been, I was there both Saturday and Sunday, farther into Boca. So
did you take any memorable pictures that same day that happened? Because that would be a way to catalog the possible date that happened. If you remember like eating lunch at like Wendy's that same day and you took a picture of your meal.
I actually called my girlfriend right after because of how awkward the situation was.
Let's pull up the catalog of that phone call to see if we can find it.
So just to make sure, does he look familiar to you at all?
Yeah, he didn't have like the beard was kind of gone, but his hair was not down that far. It was like, I don't know if you could block that out. It was like to right there, but it was going back as if it was going back.
So on a scale from 1 to 10,
that's a 9.
That's it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so there you go. Okay. So oh man, it's crazy. It's just too much. It's too much. Hold on. Let's see. I don't even know how long I've been live right at this point. Time goes by really fast. Yes, right. The girlfriend confirmed the day. Possibly, right? Princess Meg and Elsa just went back, and I could do nothing with it at all. Took it back, and they fixed it. Okay. Great catch on why they cut it. On about that, but we didn't express or find where it was cut. Well, that's a definite place where they cut it. And I told you, just watch this. We got to watch it without stopping it. I know I'm stopping it way too much, but I'm watching it kind of like raw by myself. Again, Squirrels on Fire did this on Saturday. I didn't get to watch it all because I was driving, trying to be safe here, and I couldn't catch. And then sometimes it's tough when you're like in chat and everything. It's a lot. Okay, Squirrel, get some rest, girl. Love you right back. Deep breath, Ara. Yes, thank you, Utter. You know me. You know me too well, Miss Utter. I love you. Yeah, you did Friday and Sunday. Right? Oh, it was Friday. It was right. It was Friday. You're right. It was Friday. Saturday, I had a concert. I was playing in a concert. And then Sunday, I just kind of rested a little bit. Hi, Edward. How are you? Hi, Mrs. G. How are you? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay, thank you, Skate. I just don't want to be misinterpreted either, you know?
So at the time, I think it would be safe to say that his hair was like maybe pulled back.
Yeah.
It's that part. Like maybe his hair was pulled back. So like in a ponytail? That's why I say that. Was it in a ponytail?
He doesn't have that much acne. The guy that I saw, I don't know if it's because it's blurry, but he had like right underneath. He had like little red marks and whatnot. That was one thing that I saw, but again, I don't try to judge. I just try to.
Yeah.
You have a crazy good memory, by the way.
Thank you.
Are you known to just be really good at stuff like this?
I mean, I'm able to remember quite a bit. Yeah. Some things that like stick out, and this was one thing. Usually I don't remember normal day instances at work, but this one was kind of, it stuck out from the beginning. That's why I did call over to my girlfriend, because I was so kind of in.
It was so alarming that you called your girlfriend.
Yeah, because I was confused, because I've never ran into a situation where, you know, when you call for a breakdown and it's just in neutral. You know?
Is there a specific uniform that you wear, or do you just dress casually?
I wear a uniform, yeah.
Because I'm thinking like maybe like Friday you wore a specific hat, and then maybe you took a selfie that same day. That would be a way to pinpoint it.
I mean,
because.
Hold on. Does it sound? Good night, Shan. Thank you for being here. Fall asleep to my voice. Damn, I didn't know that was that boring. Just kidding. Juby says, does it sound like he's trying to make the description fit the pic he's looking at? What do you mean? I don't know. Yeah, are you saying that AWP is showing up 2 different pictures, but he thinks that it's the same person, so he's trying to see the similarities between both of them? Is that what you're saying? Close up of JW showed more red type markings under his eyes, super up cheeks. I see what you're saying. When he says, don't try to judge, I don't think he's talking about acne, maybe drug picking. Parker, 87, hi, welcome. Possible. But I mean, also being a roadside assistance guy, he probably sees a lot of after partiers helping with cars, especially if these parties happen often at these campgrounds, you better believe there are a lot of batteries dying because kids use these cars as hubs to charge their phones, to play the music, for the headlights. So there's a lot of dead batteries happening. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? No, I do believe he's being real. JW and Reno with news crew is best time to check for those possible markings as it was some time frame. Right. So let's see. There we go. Look. Here we go. Why do I have 3 of these?
She's safe.
That's weird. I should not have 3 of these. Kate and Dagger video.
She's safe. So that's why we came here today, because I wanted to look around for myself, because I haven't been here yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that's not.
So that's why we came here.
Let me just show you. Let me know if you can hear audio. Can you hear audio on that? Let me know. You can hear the audio? Can you hear the audio of that? Okay, but could you okay. All right. We're like, yes, no. All right, let's try that one.
She's safe.
Can you hear that?
That's why we came here today, because I wanted to look around for myself, because I haven't been here yet.
It is an interview you will only see here on Fox 40 News. The boyfriend of missing teen Kiely Rodni launching his own search for her and telling us about the last time he and her friends saw her. Thanks for joining us for Fox 40 News at 5. I'm Nikki Lorenzo.
And I'm Eric Harriman. Fox 40 has live team coverage. The search for Kiely. Eric Rucker is in Truckee for us this evening as a massive team of law enforcement and community members spend a 5th day
I can't hear them talking
to find her.
We're going to start with Fox 40's Arena Shaddix, who's joining us now live near Reno. And Ro, you spoke exclusively with Kiely's close friend and her boyfriend, who are checking some of the locations where she spent some time. What do they have to say?
Well, Nikki and Eric, I'm standing at a location above Reno. Take a look behind me. It is absolutely gorgeous here. This is a place where Kiely...
I paused it. I'm sorry. This is now annoying. It's like, can you hear me now? You guys remember those Verizon commercials? I should be able to hear it too. Dang it. But this is that interview. I'm gonna try to play it just a couple more times and then I'll go. What am I even doing anymore? But anyway, okay. I'm gonna make my life easier here. All right, I'm just gonna play it like that, okay? So deal with it. Yeah, I should audition. Natasha, please take care, okay? We're not feeling well. Juby says, I guess I'm thinking if someone is asking you if this is the person you saw, you might say yes, no, or I don't know, not talk about every detail. Something just sounds off. Well, he did say that it was a very out of place situation that happened. That's why he remembers it. My brain always goes back to everyone saying no one saw Kiely leave Prosser. No, yeah, no one saw her leave. Nobody. And that may be true, but then why consider it an abduction if no one saw the car leave? If no one saw the car leave, in my brain as a mother, I'd be like, well, then something like check the water, right? I don't know. Yeah, they couldn't say names. Yes. I hope you feel better. Where, Miss King Scarlet News? Good night, Math LVR. Thank you for being here. You can't leave someplace you were never at. Good point, Oregon. Of course, they said nobody saw her leave Prosser. Yeah. And I know some people are like, you like, oh my God, you just look at the old footage. You're just looking at old stuff. And then I'm thinking, okay, well then what new stuff are you looking at? Because this is what we have. We have fire cam footage. We have newsreels. We have interviews with family. You can't disregard that stuff. And that stuff is never really looked at closely. You guys know that, right? You see a news clip or a video, and then some people listen to the news while they're doing other things. But there's a lot that's being said in these clips. You just have to pay attention. So pay attention. This is like this one with Jagger and Kate in Reno. That's the only one we have of Jagger speaking in the manner in which he is, and Kate. That's important. NH. You think it's mostly NH. I forgot what he looked like. I guess I need to go back and check. Yeah. Right. I believe, again, not just my opinion, there was way more going on with these kids and these parents. These parents are like a really tight-knit group, y'all. Really tight-knit group. They're protecting their kids. That's obvious. It's obvious.
Is an interview you will only see here on Fox 40 News. The boyfriend of missing teen Kiely Rodni launching his own search for her and telling us about the last time he and her friends saw her. Thanks for joining us for Fox 40 News at 5. I'm Nikki Lorenzo.
And I'm Eric Harriman. Fox 40 has live team coverage in the search for Kiely. Eric Rucker is in Truckee trying to find her.
Exclusively with Kiely.
My question is, why did Jagger and Kate say, hey, come to Reno, you're invited? How did this happen?
Kylie's close friend and her boyfriend who are checking some of the locations where she spent some time.
So basically here, they're going to Reno. And so I've been saying this for a long time. And maybe now that more people are listening, you can give me your opinion. Okay, I'm grateful that this many people are here listening, because maybe it can get out more. Jagger and Kate, I'm sorry I'm not using initials, sorry, but they invited Fox News to go to Reno to check spots that Kiely and Jagger would hang out together. They invited the news to go over there. Think about it.
What do they have to say?
Well, Nikki and Eric, I'm standing at a location above Reno. Take a look behind me. It is absolutely gorgeous here. This is a place where Kiely and her boyfriend Jagger spent many hours together.
This is like a romantic spot, or like a hangout spot, or, you know, doing other things spot. That spot where this lady's at. Why did Jagger invite the news, or JW, sorry, why did JW invite the news to go there with Kate?
He and a close friend described her as a very smart young woman, a tough girl, and they are confident she is still alive.
And then here she says, him and a close friend described her as this. The close friend being KC, right? It's KC?
It's been 5 days since Kiely's boyfriend, Jagger Westfall, has heard from her. He says they exchanged text messages before she left for a senior farewell party at the Prosser family campground, the last place anyone so far has reported seeing her.
And so I was just like, okay, be safe. Don't do anything stupid.
He says he complained about his day and she listened.
At 10:30, she responded to what I was saying and just said, oh, I'm sorry that you're going through that. And that was the last time I heard from her.
Kiely.
So Fox News is kept out of the way, possibly. It was just interesting to me. It almost sounds like they know something that no one else does. Let's go to Reno. No one else went to Reno, just them. And this has been my issue with this since the beginning. Just why? Okay, basically, to me, it was weird because JW took Fox News to JW and KR's special spots. But why is KC with them? Sorry, I have to think about all these initials.
Kiely's close friend Kate Kuno says they spent the afternoon together on Friday, just hours before she disappeared.
The day of the party, I hung out with her. We made creme brulee. Everything was normal. I don't think she ran away.
She says everything was normal. I don't think she ran away or anything like that. That's what you think? Is that what you think?
I would have noticed if something was slightly off.
Well,
That's my hunch too. The image you have would be good to see on a future auto. What do you mean, Lisbeth?
Enforcement, including the.
Everything was normal. I don't think she ran away. I would have noticed if something was slightly off.
While law enforcement, including the FBI, continue their search in and around the Prosser campground and reservoir, Jagger, Kate, and another friend went to Reno.
So while FBI and law enforcement is at Prosser, JW, you know what? They say it. I'm not going to be afraid to say it. They say it. Jagger, Kate, and another close friend went to Reno. Who else? Who else went? And why did you go there Why did you not tell FBI that you were going there? You know what I mean?
Search for themselves for Kiely. Only Fox 40 News was invited to go along. Kate says they were in Reno the day before the party, and Reno is a place Jagger and Kiely could go for some alone time.
So the day before, Kiely was at Reno with Jagger and Kate, right? But then, hold on, I have an issue.
We followed them to a location in the hills where Jagger and Kiely spent some time in the past.
I definitely feel like that in this current situation that she's safe. I don't know where she is. We don't have anything to go off of at this point, but I fully believe that she's alive and well, and I fully believe that the two of us, three of us, or other people are going to bring her home safe.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it there. Hold on. Who is NC that you guys are talking about? Yeah, in Reno, the blue van was seen in a bedding. That is my hunch too. That image you have would be good to see. Oh, what image, Miss Kelly? Do I need to drop my email? See Miss Kelly's message. She said that she has an NC image with tank top and red marks. I would be interested to see that. It's just, I get a little, I don't know. I'm apprehensive sometimes. You know how you guys, if you guys have been following me for a little while, I do things a certain way. But I guess I just need to stop being so afraid to just say what I think and my truth on things, right? Sometimes I think I play it safe, but I guess, I don't know, gotta do it for Kiely. I don't know. It gets kind of crazy, this whole web of crap. Kate stands there biting her lip. It's a news clip where Max hugs someone and Kate stands there biting her lip. I'm trying to think about what news clip. Yes, that's true, Turquoise. Nate C went to Reno on the phone. How do you know that, Jace? AK Tracy, how I dig them up again. Yeah, do it, Miss Kelly. Kate made arrangements for Megs to get Kiely into prostitute in the hands of SS. I don't know. I thought that because Kiely wasn't supposed to go to this party, you know? She wasn't supposed to go to the party. She was supposed to go to the car show. You know what I mean? Oh, NC is the guy arrested. Oh, okay. Yes, right after this, there was a lot of fentanyl issues there. Okay. Oh, man. Why do you guys think Kiely changed her mind? Why do you guys think she changed her mind? Because she wasn't originally going to go to this party. Mom said she wasn't going to go to the party. She had already made plans with Mom to go to the car show in Reno. So someone's lying, right? In my opinion. Why is this coming out now? What? What is only coming out now? I'm going to play you. You've already seen this video, probably. But this is where I asked, why does she go to the party? Are just a couple of the articles that the Sun published, and then how it connects with some of the interviews. Really, I'm just trying to figure out what happened at the party, before the party, and just trying to, I don't know, answer my own questions. So this is the Sun article where Rodney Neiman speaks about the car show in Reno. Says she's so dynamic, loves everything from playing the violin to car shows. Later that day, Kiely then texted saying she was going to go to a party instead of going to the car show. she'd been to the car show already, and there was this party at Prosser. I said, yeah, that's fine. Of course, you can go to the party. Rodney Neiman told the U.S. Sun she wasn't worried when her daughter left for the party. Something that stood out to me was another Sun article where this Marika Beck person speaks, 42 years old, and is actually best friends with Kylie's mom. And she speaks about this party. She has a lot of information. She says around 12:30 a.m. these guys showed up and it got kind of weird. A lot of younger teens chose to leave at this time. Was this the mass exodus that we are hearing about? You remember? Okay, so just right there, this Marika Beck person, most of you have already heard of her. So somebody told her about this. Somebody knows that older guys showed up. Somebody knows that teens decided to leave at this time. I know you guys are talking about the faces, and I'm sorry I'm kind of going away from the subject. But this has been bothering me. Let's see. Hold on. The NC thing, I guess I need to do more homework. And Nate C busted on August 20, went to the party. I don't know that. I need to look into that. I really need to look into that. The weird thing is, to me, when they show him the pic, he says something about the guy having less beard. Yes, Brooklyn. Hi, Brooklyn. Did I say hi to you? Not sure, but hello. They use Kiely making her feel responsible for Meg's hooking up with boyfriend boy, not me elsewhere. But yeah. AAA had. They did say they had video of her in the party. Well, at first they didn't say it was that hoodie. They said it was the other one, and then they moved over to the odd feature. How can there be hundreds of people there? Right. Let's see if I can remember that Kylie's last phone ping was either 12:30, 12:33. I know it changes, but at 12:30, this Marika Beck says that these guys arrived that were super sketchy, and then everyone decided to leave. I don't know. The timing is interesting. I may need to do a video about Marika Beck separately, but I just wanted to put that out there and ask if you guys have heard that.
Kuno says they spent the afternoon together on Friday, just hours before she disappeared.
What I've always
somebody, and I've said this in other interviews, somebody knew she was drunk, offered to give her a ride home, and they didn't give her a ride home. And they could be across the world at this point with how long she's been gone. And
now this is an excerpt from Marika Beck's interview with The Sun. The highlighted part, this is what triggered, I guess, it with what Sammy says here. The bottom paragraph reads, "We're really concerned she's been taken out of state, potentially trafficked, and heading to the border. So if we can get to the borders actively locked down and patrolled for every effing car that goes through there, it's very likely she's still in the car because they haven't found it." And remember, this is Lindsay's best friend who's speaking. So it's just interesting. What do you think?
I'm worried that I have a feeling, and obviously, I don't know. I have a feeling that she is still alive and she's still out there and she's still fighting, but that there's somebody else involved, and that's not confirmed. That's just what I believe. I think there has to be somebody else involved in this.
And it may be nothing. It could be something, but she says there may be someone else involved in this. She already expressed that she believes this was some sort of abduction. So someone obviously in her mind, or the story that she tells us, already did something. But then she adds on that somebody else is involved. There has to be somebody else involved. I mean, does it sound like she knows something more than we do? Or does it sound like she's trying to push out a narrative?
I had talked with Kiely and I had known she was going beforehand. We hadn't planned on going together and we ended up not going together.
Okay, so I'm interrupting. I am now speaking, not my video. But and again, I make all these videos just to organize shit, okay? I just organize it. But she knew that Kiely was going to the party beforehand. How do you know? You guys are not good friends. So how do you know? Well, she knew because she was in contact with Max. She was not texting Kiely. She was not trying to go with Kiely. She said, we were not planning to go together, and we didn't go together. And Mrs. Honey Badger, I'm reading what you're saying. You seem very confident in what you're saying. You're saying, there was no mass exodus. I believe there was. Unless you know something I don't. 12:30 was when everything went into motion prior to all the cars moving Kylie's car. Let's see. And then less than 1 minute before the car being pushed in, someone drove it near the water, waited for a flat surface. So you think the car went in the day of the party? Killed over dares in recent times. So here we have confirmation from Sammy herself that she spoke to Kiely before the party. She knew Kiely was going to the party. However, Sammy did not plan to go with Kiely, and vice versa.
She came with her best friend Mags Larson. Magdalene, sorry, is her first name.
Yeah. And here is where she brings up Magdalene Larson's name and knows that Mags was going to go with Kiely. So Sammy was in communication with Mags, or that's what it seems like to me.
That's okay. Yeah, and so she came with her, drove in with her, and then Mags ended up leaving about 10 minutes into the party with her boyfriend Ross, Mags's boyfriend, and told Kiely goodbye and everything.
So, and again, as soon as you don't believe anything she says, I think it's very important that we pay attention to what she says, because you got to find the truth in these lies. Her lies tell you a lot. I think she was waiting for Kiely. That's what I think. I think she was waiting for her. She was waiting for her. I'm not going to stay on this too long. I know I went as we're talking about AWP, but I went to this. I'm sorry, but oops. Sorry, YouTube police. Remember how Sammy said a narrative without knowing about an abduction? She already believes Kiely is far, far away. Right. All the cars moving around never left until wee hours of the morning. Several hours later, they were still driving around. Don't forget the dirt bikes. Were there any pictures? Not that we know of, but LE says there were. So I'm going to stop sharing that. I'm going to go back to the AWP thing. It's just that we went into the AWP video already. We watched it. But I don't think I played the rest of this.
If this is the day after,
yeah, that.
Oh yeah, this is where we left off, where they cut this.
That date changes a lot.
Okay, I know she has the exact.
She might have found it. I don't know what.
Who says she has the exact? She might have found it. Is the girlfriend there? Is that what you guys were telling me? The girlfriend was there. If they wanted to shut us up, they would show us the pic of her at the party. Yeah, and it's interesting that they didn't, right? They just show us a still photo from a convenience store video, because it's a video. Why don't they show us the whole video? Because they don't want to show us who was there with her at the store. That's why they don't show. Dude, I literally just realized that right now. That's why they don't show us the video of Kiely at that stupid truck stop. Because that video shows you who was with her. And they don't want to release that. So they just took a still of her at the gas station. And that's it. And who was with her then is crucial to this quote-unquote case. That's so true. I can't believe I never thought of that until right now. I'm like, why are they only showing us this? Because every other moment in that truck stop, she's probably with someone and they don't want to show us who she's with. Why? Why don't you want to show us who she's with? But yeah, they're trying to protect the person that is with her. Was it Mags? Was it Kate? Was it Jagger? Who was it? Who was it? And why are you protecting them? Did you question them? Damn, dude. I always wondered in Magsy's party. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I bet. Created a playlist called Justice for Kiely. I added a ton of videos, but one interesting is a recent one, and she's in the light gray shirt. I will absolutely check it out, Miss Kelly. I know, right? Never thought of it. Yeah, exactly. They're not going to show us the whole video of Kiely's surveillance because whoever's in that video with her, they're protecting. They're protecting them. That's why we only get a snapshot. Because remember when Jolisa Fuentes went missing? They showed us the whole video of her walking in, buying whatever she bought, walking out, and then the video of her outside getting into her car. They showed us everything. Because, you know, they wanted to show it off. She was alone. But with Kiely, they're not showing. All they showed us was one still. Really? Is there a time on that still shot? I need to go back and check. What do you guys think about that? Is that logical? They don't want to show us the rest of that because they're protecting whoever's in that video. She wasn't alone there. She was definitely not alone. Right? I think NHC is toward the bottom, but there are a few cards. Bingo. I'll damn well bash that name and let them try to. Yeah. No, really, some great catch. It's still under investigation. Apparently, so much could be held back. I think there's a chance Elliot's more on it than going possible. That is the only. I've just. Okay, now I feel better. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. You are not releasing the video of Kiely in that store because every other shot aside from that shot that you shared with the public will incriminate, or the people around her are under investigation, and you're not going to release that. Pay to zip it, lock it, and put it in their pockets. Yes, you're right, Ara. Either that or it wasn't KR at all, and this Photoshop because they needed a huge image for the MP flash. Maybe. Yeah, and you guys, Big Brother is everywhere. You have cameras everywhere. And what's up with Kiely's phone? Where is it? Yeah, it's because at this point, Ellie knows more than one is involved, right? And just like the Idaho 4, they already cleared out the house, you know. I think, you know, they have to be quiet. They can't be telling us everything they know because it'll hurt the investigation. Something bigger is happening here. I really hope that FBI is doing what they're supposed to be doing, because look at Delphi. How many years has it been since Delphi? And they've been quiet. I just hope it doesn't take 10 years to solve this. Yeah, we don't want to arrest, we want a conviction. Exactly. So that makes a lot of sense now. And YouTubers, in my opinion, there's some YouTubers getting very close to the truth. But law enforcement better hurry up. They better hurry up. I would love to know who Nick, the tow truck driver, is. The channel had some interesting. Yeah, I'm after this, I'm gonna go watch R22 Cents. I like that guy. People around here have cameras and surveillance security footage they've loaded to protect their property. They're not being cooperative with us, but may have handed it all over to Ellie. Correct. Hey, Goslin, thank you for that. Thank you for your super sticker. Mark, you are 100% right. I mean, doesn't that make sense? Doesn't that make sense? I don't know, guys. I literally just blew my own mind right now. Oh my God. Whoever was with her at the convenience store, they're protecting. Either they're under investigation or they're being protected for another reason. You're right, Edward. damn, dude. I'm like, I don't know. And what about that person that was pushed into a car that night, and it was a person that was like half naked. Oh man, I have to find it. Let's see. It was like a ring footage. A ring footage. To yes. Then they had to debunk. Hold on. Let's see. I know what I'm talking about. I think it was. Oh man. I'll post it up here, but there is ring. Apparently, there was ring footage of a girl being pushed into a Honda CRV, but law enforcement said, "Oh, it's not her." You guys remember that? Yes. If you guys have a channel or whatever, just post it here, or tell us your channel name. Miss Utter will we'll post it. It's different when you blow your own mind. You guys remember that, or am I tripping? Love your life. Thank you. Hi, Joe, and thank you. That was in Sacramento. Are you sure it was in Sacramento? Okay. But it did happen, right? So it was in Sacramento. Okay.
So we have everything we need. If we can squeeze one less information of what day that was, it's done. It's golden. We have like.
So she has a date for what, Saturday and Sunday? I both called her. Yeah, I mean.
Well, what day was she reported missing?
August 6th.
Which was what?
She went missing. The last communication with her was 12:30 a.m. August 6th. Her parents did not hesitate that same day. It was dead serious.
So the last communication was at 12:30. What does that mean? Yeah, okay, Sacramento. Okay. If someone can find that news link, I could probably find it. I know I have it somewhere. But what do they mean? Like the last communication was at 12:30.
She has a date for what, Saturday and Sunday? I both called her.
She has a date. So Nick called his girlfriend both Saturday and Sunday. Around the same time? Is that what he's saying? Yeah, me too, Miss G. A lady from Turkey posted on Facebook back then that a family member of Kylie's told her someone saw Kylie on Saturday with a guy. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, what day was she reported missing?
August 6th.
Which was what?
Saturday.
She went missing. The last communication with her was 12:30 a.m. August 6th. Her parents did not hesitate that same day. It was dead serious.
At what time?
That Saturday.
So it was probably the same day that. So you could be the last person that saw them allegedly, other than the people at the party.
Well, he identified as not Friday, so we don't need much more. There you go.
Okay, that was a very important part of that interview. Right there. And I just realized how late it was. So I'm going to end this live. Time flies when I'm having fun with you guys. Do you think that was Sammy's text? Okay. I'm going to go live tomorrow night. I will continue this, okay? Thank you guys for being here. There's just a lot. And I need to go back because I'm freaking out. I'm thinking about a lot of things now. And I don't even know how to say thank you the way that I want to. I wish that you guys knew how appreciative I am of you being here and your support and your kindness and your thoughts and just being here. I don't know how to express that well. Okay. So just know that I am Very thankful. And thank you, Miss Utter, and Miss Jody was here earlier, and our friends King Scarlet and Zombies, Girly Spice, and man, Miss G, and Mark, and Booper Pod, Edward, just everybody. And if I didn't get a chance to say hi, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it was no secret who won that fight that night, Sammy. I made a video about that, Mark. I hope you saw it. But just thank you guys so much, okay? The live's going to stay up. But I don't know, guys. There's a lot here. There's a lot. And I'm not going to stop posting videos of old footage because we got to start at the beginning and connect to the end. Don't forget about where this started and how this started and where it's still going. It's December the 13th, and AWP just put out a video concerning Kiely Rodni. This is not over yet. Okay? It's not over. This is just beginning. So with that, thank you guys for being here. I love you all very much. Be safe, and I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.